Marathon has already failed in a few major ways. It is getting absolutely crushed in player count right now by a brand new indie game, Slay the Spire 2. It has not been able to top it on the Steam best-selling list. We know that the initial launch day had 88K players all-time peak, and that number hasn't been surpassed yet, but now its Battle Pass is being slammed as the worst value for your money, as limits on cosmetics remind players of Bungie's past failings. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I personally do not mind developers selling cosmetics if A, the cosmetics are reasonably priced, B, the cosmetics are actually cool, and C, they are only cosmetics. They don't affect your gameplay, they don't affect your stats, and then that's fine. I do think, though, when you are charging an upfront fee for a product, in this case $40, it can be very risky because if people are unimpressed with the base product, having microtransactions in your game is just going to infuriate people even more than they already are. Something like Arc Raiders was a amazing game, and so people didn't mind that they had a cash shop, and in Marathon's case, it is not the same because now it is getting wrecked over its battle pass system. So it says the long-term monetization of a live service game is always a little contentious because it's hard to find ways of delivering value while still ensuring a game's financial viability. Marathon is no different, and mere days into the full launch, some players aren't happy about the cosmetics and the FPS or the battle pass. Now, I do not think the cosmetics are good in this game at all whatsoever. Maybe I just don't get the art style. Maybe the art style simply isn't for me. Maybe there are a lot of people out there who love the aesthetic of this game, and I'm glad. I hope you buy it. I hope you play it. I hope you enjoy it. But I think a lot of people right now are definitely unimpressed with what they have seen, and when you are trying to sell cosmetics with this type of art style, it's not going to work out very well for you. On the note of visual customizations, there are stickers and charms you can get to put on your weapons. Though nice little decorations, they've irritated the community because you have to collect duplicates, mostly available through monetary means, in order to put these same ones on multiple weapons. I believe that if you get something as small as a sticker, you should be able to put that one sticker on every weapon. It should be unlimited use. It is not. And when you are telling people you have to swipe your credit card on something or you need to buy it in a game you've already bought, that isn't going to sit well with a lot of people. It says not only does this make customizing your weapon feel bad, Bungie also uses it as a way to pad out the reward system with duplicates of the same item, because technically you are getting multiple of it to use on multiple weapons, says a player on Reddit. This really takes away from how rewarding the reward pass feels to progress through. A fundamental problem here, for instance, is that these limitations apply to Twitch drops and pre-order bonuses, leaving you with just one charm or sticker to use in your inventory. You can move them around, but that's going to be a pain. It's reminding people of how Bungie approached Destiny 2. Welcome back to D2 Shader, says a top commenter. Wouldn't be Bungie if they didn't completely fail to learn from their mistakes for the 100th time. And yeah, I never got super into Destiny 2. I was really big into Destiny 1, and I did play some of D2, and yeah, the launch situation was a mess. That is for sure. Here is another take about it, where this journo, I suppose I'm going to reference one for once and not dunk on them, say that they were disappointed to find $15 cosmetic bundles and $12 skins hanging out in Marathon's digital store. Keep in mind, this is a $40 game, so if you buy 4 skins or 3 cosmetic bundles, you'll have spent more on those few items than you did in the game itself. It says that its first battle pass works a lot like other battle passes found in games like Fortnite. Everyone has access to the free version of the pass, but there is a premium paywalled one. And it does say, though, that most of the cosmetics included are basic color swaps that don't excite them to grind away on unlocking. And there are a few new skins for Vandal, which is probably the coolest part of the pass, but they also bring up the Destiny 2 consumables shaders situation. And because this has happened, there is a lot of backlash surrounding this. There are quite a few people who are are saying this is not acceptable. Did anyone expect Bungie to not be greedy? It is seriously underwhelming, and I think Bungie made this limited shaders in D2 before changing it after the backlash. No idea why they would try it again. Amnesia. 2026 will be a great year. Awesome games coming. Don't buy this trash. And I say it all the time, and I will say it again. If you think this game looks good, buy it. Play it. I hope you enjoy it. I personally did not get any enjoyment out of it. I felt like it was far too cluttered UI wise. There were too many menus. The gunplay, it was all right, I suppose. But my major problem are the guns themselves. Like, it ran fine, technically speaking, but I still didn't think that the guns were anything special. I feel like there's way too much visual clutter going on. It's like neon vomit all the time. I didn't like the aesthetic. I personally didn't like having to run across a map for 20 minutes and then get absolutely dunked on or simply dunk on a team. I actually want there to be a little bit more going for the instances of combat, which it didn't really have. So yeah, it's just not a game for me. That's perfectly fine. If you want to buy it, you want to play it, I hope you enjoy it, though just know what you're getting yourself into. I've played Marathon for 1 hour and the gameplay's trash. It reminds me of Concord meets High Guard. Of course, and the damn game isn't free. It's $40, that explains the current player count, yet has battle passes on top of it. And speaking of the player counts, it's not looking particularly strong. 88K is a decent amount of players in the grand scheme of things. There are developers out there who would kill for 88K players in their game, but the problem is that this game launched on a Thursday, and that Thursday number is still its all-time peak. And typically on Fridays, games go up drastically in player counts. It was 10K less than its all-time peak. And today, on a Saturday, its peak right now is 59,000 players, which is not a good look. I don't know if it will continue to go up over the day and over the weekend. Maybe it'll hit 100K. I'm not necessarily sure, but this is not extremely positive. Right now, we are talking about a time where there are so many other games releasing as well that they need this to do the best it possibly can. We are seeing Sony change a lot behind the scenes. We've heard a lot of reports, a lot of announcements about how they're going to drop the PC ports, and we've heard that they apparently want to go back to their Japanese roots if the Western games don't work. And they purchased Bungie for $3.6 billion. That is a hefty chunk of change. And what have they put out? Marathon, and then Destiny 2 expansions. That's it. So they need this to be a very big win, and I just don't see that happening right now. Maybe people just don't want to invest the $40 when there are so many games coming out. Maybe they just don't think that this looks very good. If this game had launched free to play, I definitely think that it would be doing way better, but then they wouldn't have gotten your entry fee, and well, they might not have made as much money given the skins are so bad. Either way, though, I just don't think that anything surrounding Marathon right now is a very good look. There are some people who are saying they really enjoy the game, and I'm happy for you, but to be honest, those people on social media are pretty few and far between. It's not constant love and an outpouring of affection for this title, or really even Bungie. So I will definitely be keeping a close eye on the Marathon situation. People have speculated that they need to sell 7 to 11 million copies in total in order for this game to be profitable, and I don't even necessarily know if they're above a million at this point in time. So I will definitely be updating you guys in the future on this game, but for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.